Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's good. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Finds his big tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to pass. It's Rucci. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So team is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right up.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's good. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Turning it on! Still on his feet. Past the 50, the 40, the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Davis will throw. It's complete to the left. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on. Quarterback rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They want to throw it. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hills. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Dropping back, it's Rucci. Got his man. And he's dragged down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. Buys a little time. He's got some space. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Unloads it left. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And 4th down and short nowadays, man, it means green light. Keep your foot on the gas, stay aggressive. They opt to go for it, forget the field goal. Nice job by the quarterback, getting rid of the football, making sure you have enough to get the first down. Now set up in a great situation with a 1st and goal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
One more time on 4th and goal. He'll go to the sneak. The sneak scores it.
Make no mistake about it. bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we're going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Texas calls his campus the 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Rucci. They're working that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Strong play on 1st down. They're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical.
Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback may change this route. Pulls it, fired complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Davis will throw. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yards. They get it to the 33. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Davis looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the gun, give on the inside. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Rucci. Makes the catch.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. The give on the inside. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's the handoff. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes the grab. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds a soft spot. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Davis will throw. Working that left side now. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Gives it on the option. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Davis looking to pass. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Rucci. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Creates a little room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll give it to the back. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Rucci. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hey, quarterback's got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Throws to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He might want another play. Holds and fires complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way.
Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Under fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Takes his shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Rucci. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.